ongoing. There we go. TVP on Paladino Terminal. This is gonna be a rough one, but I believe in our Protoss player, and spawning in the right hand position. There he is, representing our. God damn it! Let me try again. Representing our Protoss player, spawning in the right hand position of Paladino Terminal. It is Cerron from Psionic Aftermath. Dude, what better music for a final? Right? Am I right? And his opponent spawning the top left-hand position of Paladino Terminal, representing our purple Terran player. It is Sinner, playing for DusT Gaming. I don't think this is a final, actually. Let me go ahead and adjust the scores. Oh, wait. There we go. Score is 4-2. Sinner is on match point. He just needs to take care of the Protoss Nemesis, and looks like he's going to lather on that one base aggression. Definitely a very strong choice on Paladino Terminal, because this rush distance is practically not that big. But it looks like Psionic Aftermath is playing it a little bit carefully. Cerron gonna go ahead, not try anything too crazy like Nexus first, very much respecting Sinner, going for that gas and the gateway and the pylon before doing any dicknanigans. Looks like, ooh, actually a second gas, which is definitely something intriguing to say the least. As you can know, I'm not too familiarized with StarCraft songs, but I do like how they sound. Anyway, Sinner's gonna go ahead, and actually another gas coming up from my friend Sinner. It's gonna be a one base all-in from our friend Sinner is what he's gearing up to do. Luckily for our friend from Cerron, he does got that this is a 2 gas. Every Protoss has been there, and he knows, holy crap, Liberators and Takes are coming, and they are coming quickly. Then have to see how Cerron reacts to that. Factory has already begun production. Marines are on the way. Even if he scouts this coming, the problem with this is that it's still so hard to defend against. Especially on such a positioning heavy map. It's almost like a Abyssal Reef, but not quite. Liberators over here, Searchings over here. It's gonna be a bitch to hold at the very least. But I believe in our friend Cerron. He is not expanding just yet, realizing that he needs to build up strong defenses on one base. Before he moves out to take that natural, and we should see a Mothership Core coming out any second, as well as an Adept and Warp Gate research. There we go. You're gonna have to see what else he throws down to defend against this one-base aggression. So far, you're not seeing any tech thus far. And actually, yes, we do see the Stoke coming on out. Definitely can be a huge asset for, in defending against a one-base Liberator tank all-in. Well, actually, it's gonna be Widow Mines. Ooh, it's actually not what we thought it was. We're gonna see kind of a throwback here to one-base Widow Mine drops. And actually, I feel like Cerron just got mind-gamed hard. Because one of the last things you want versus a Widow Mine drop is a Stargate. You certainly can have an Oracle for detection. Sure, you have Phoenixes, but your Oracle is probably going to be out of energy and on the opposite side of the map. And you have to be so clutch with the Phoenixes in order to get everything going as it should be. Looks like, ooh, it actually is going to be a good old-fashioned pylon rush from our friend Cerron, representing Psionic Aftermath. The Oracle is going to be finished here in around 40 to 50 seconds. It should join the fray. He has to protect these pylons with his life, though. Does Psionic Aftermath. Pylon rushes are very strong in PvT at the moment. Looks like the Mothership Core does have enough for 2, or will have enough for 2. Needs to be careful around how he uses it. Nonetheless, gonna go ahead and try to throw down another one. I think, there we go. First fire non-overcharge going down. One SCV already getting the crap murdered out of it. This Pioneer was almost certainly gonna go down, which is gonna allow the probe to go even further onto the base. Plant some more advantageous pylons. Meanwhile, the Widow Mine, has it finished on up? I think it has. Where is that Widow Mine? It is actually in a defensive position. That is very interesting indeed. I guess he knows there's an Oracle on the way. But I feel as though if he doesn't defend the front, he's just gonna lose. He needs this Oracle. He needs this Widow Mine over here. Pull the boards to the front, because if this Oracle attacks these Marines and SCVs at the same time that this army does, I think it's gonna be an easy win for our friend Cerron. He may actually just bring it back here, but no. Oh, he actually made us play right into Sinner's paws, hiding the Widow Mine so effortlessly behind that refinery. And we're gonna have to see how that works out for our friend the Oracle. And actually, he made us fly straight on into it. And it looks like, boom, it does go down. Great play there from my friend Sinner. Oracle says he is not finished, though. He still has a couple of Stalkers. He still has Photon Overcharge and a Dream. 2 more gateways are about to finish on up. There they are. They are done. And he is still wants to lather on the aggression so heavily. Indeed, Cerron, please be careful. You need to break our Terran player. We need to go to game number 7. Let's see if the warp-ins are starting to happen. Warp Gate has finished up. Another Oracle is on the way. Is it going to go to the same spot? I sincerely hope not. The Widow Mine is still there. I think he has learned from his mistakes. Nonetheless, whew, this is still close. Mothership Core has 1 Photon Overcharge left, but this Siege Tank coming out is going to be a huge spot of bar there, killing the crap out of those Stalkers. It looks like he is just going for it. And Oracle actually going to get focused down. Cerron Oh, the Stalkers are coming down. He's gonna pop another photon overcharge. But he is taking a lot of damage on these Stalkers. Oracle needs to deactivate his pulsar beam if he is not doing too much with it, and I feel as though this is a rough position. He needs to warp in adapts, he needs a Phoenix, he needs another Oracle to end quickly, but looks like he is just going to expand after this, deciding that his aggression has basically come to an end. And Sinner with a fantastic call now has Marines, he has Medivacs, he has tanks, he is getting a Liberator, Cerron is supply blocked, and Sinner is not happy. 7 workers killed though, 4 of Protoss player. That is definitely a nice start to this opening, but you really need to kill the controller, and you really need to kill the Terran player with this as your objective, or at least do critical ass damage. It looks like it is not over just yet. There are 2 siege tanks, but there is not too much on the ground to support them. A handful of Marines, maybe. The Liberator is definitely going to do some work, but this Void Ray is going to be the linchpin of Cerron's defense. These Stasis Wars can also do an insane amount of damage. If we check our vision, I don't think he has any scans, does he? He actually made us walk straight into it. If you walk straight into it, then he won't have any follow-up, and it looks like it is gonna go. Oh, very good catch, and actually would have trying to bait him. Look at that! He's effortlessly avoiding. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but yep, he does spot the Stasis trap and sack forward 1 Marine. Excellent play there, indeed. But now the defenses have had some time to bolster themselves. There are Adepts, Void Rays, and Stalkers, all very angry and ready to kill the Terran player. Sonic Aftermath did transition very effortlessly out of that, failed all in, and looks like it may just be a bit too much. Sinner actually charging up the Void Ray, but it may be a bit presumptuous. There are Marines still to defend. He has to be careful not to hit another Stasis Ward, but there is none over here, so that's not an issue. But I tell you, is this Immortal finishes up? I feel that is going to be the end of it, but looks like, yeah, look at this. This is every person's worst nightmare. Seeing this supported by a tank push, it is so deadly. The 3 siege tanks, I feel like though this is definitely anyone's game thus far. Sinner has to win this right here and right now. The longer this game goes on, the more he is going to get key-hauled. It seems as though our friend Sinner is doing a good job of not being too quick to take an engagement and actually is repositioning his units. The siege tanks aren't sieged up, only one of them is, but still can take a lot of damage. You need to share those adepts on forward. While trying to break these 1-base attacks from Terran, all you need to do is just attack. Just remember, just attack, straight forward. March on through, and it looks like Sinner is actually pretty scared. There are Immortals here, but 2 Liberators are pretty suspicious. He could have picked up that siege tank, but decided not to. 3 Warp Gates and a Robo and a Stargate. He can definitely do horrible things, and it looks like Sinner actually is backing on off. The aggression has failed for Sinner. He just now starts the orbital command, but he is so supply blocked and so behind. 31 to 29 total workers. You're going to see that gap closing very shortly, folks. Sinner still has a couple of Liberators and Medivacs, so he can definitely do at least some damage to our Protoss player, but I love this. He's continuing to make Void Rays. They are so good versus Terran in the early game, just because Medivacs are armored, Cyclones are armored, Liberators are armored, and Siege Tanks, you guessed it, are armored. Looks like, Cerron is actually going to try to be offensive. I can't help but think this may be an overextension. Just going to go ahead and try to hold on. He needs to siege these Siege Tanks up. Without the Siege Tanks support, he just may not be able to hold on. He's getting too presumptuous. Sinner need to siege up right now. Cerron can capitalize on it. And yes, there we go. 1 tank did siege up. The other one's still not sieged up for some reason. I guess he just wants the advantage of mobility. It is 30 to 40 total army supply, but this army supply is so entrenched, I don't feel as though anything can be done about it. Boosting a cost with a matter of fact on the opposite side of the field, and that may just trigger Cerron to do 1 or 2 things. Either commit to the attack over here, or run back home to defend. And it looks like he wants to do another. He's just gonna stay around in the middle. It looks like Siege Tanks actually, caught out of position, not supported by the Liberators or the Marines. It looks like Cerron's gonna confidently smash this natural base location. Meanwhile, Sinner is gonna do whatever damage he can, but there is an overcharge left. The Medivac may just go down. It does go down. That is a huge pickup for our friend Sinner. And actually, WW is called, but it's short for GG, and Sinner has been defeated. Cerron, so damn clutch. It's a crazy game. Oh my goodness, the great transition. He killed the SCVs on 1 base. It was looking so bad, but just able to capitalize on Sinner's disadvantage. I feel like Sinner was too indecisive that game. He couldn't commit to an attack. He couldn't commit to a defense. The Siege Tanks were just not in the positions they needed to be in. He got caught out of position. And damn, shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's the story of StarCraft. I'm gonna have to see who DusT sends out to face against Cerron. If I were DusT, I'd be feeling pretty damn nervous about who should be facing on this bar-coded Protoss player representing Psionic Aftermath.